You will die soon. Here's why. That's a gift. You will die, not in theory, not metaphorically, literally. And you don't know when. It could be decades from now, or it could be tonight. It doesn't matter how healthy you eat, how hard you train, how much you meditate. Every second you breathe is 1 second closer to your last. Every tick of the clock, that's time you'll never get back. We all live under the same silent countdown. A fuse we can't see, a number we can't read. And yet, we pretend it doesn't exist. We scroll, we gossip, we complain, we wait for perfect moments. But perfect moments don't exist. And most people, they won't get a warning, no sign, no preparation, just gone. So here it is, plain and brutal. You will die. And if that doesn't wake you up, nothing will. Let that sink in. You will die. So live now. You think you have time. You think because you're young, you're safe. You think because tomorrow always came before, it'll keep coming. You think there'll be another Monday, another new year, another chance. But time doesn't owe you anything. Look around. People die at 20, at 30, at 40. Some with dreams still glowing inside their chests. Unwritten books, unlived love stories, unfinished missions. They thought they had time too. We're raised to believe life is long. Graduate, get the job, find someone, have kids, retire, travel. It sounds beautiful, but it's not guaranteed. Life doesn't run on a schedule, it runs on a fuse. And the fuse is burning, whether you're watching it or not. Procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's a death sentence for your potential. You don't need more time, you need urgency. Because the people who change the world aren't the ones who had the most years. They're the ones who made the most of the ones they had. Clock's ticking. What are you still waiting for? Imagine your deathbed. Not poetically, literally. You're lying there. Breathing slows. Light dims. No more meetings. No more texts. No more deadlines. Just stillness. And in that stillness, you begin to remember. All the things you said you'd do. All the dreams you shelved. All the apologies you never made. You remember the nights you watched the clock tick instead of working. You remember the mornings you hit snooze on your purpose. And you realize something terrifying. You can't rewind. You can't go back and rewrite. You can only rewatch. Regret is the most painful replay button on earth. People don't fear death. They fear dying with nothing to show for it. You had 80 years, or altissimo, or basso, and you spent them chasing comfort, running from risk, avoiding judgment. That's not a life. That's a slow death with nice lighting. Now the credits are rolling, and you're not the hero. You're the extra who never stepped into the spotlight. Don't let that be your ending. You will die, so live now. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. The Stoics didn't whisper this to be grim. They used it to be free. You don't fear death when you use it as fuel. You fear it when you pretend it's not coming. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." Seneca said, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." They weren't obsessed with death. They were obsessed with meaning. Because when you remember you're dying, you start living differently. You speak with fire. You move with intention. You stop saying later, and you start saying now. Memento mori isn't a threat. It's a gift. It says, tell them you love them. Build what you dream of. Be who you pretend to be. Because there's no second showing. Use your death as motivation, not fear. Because when you do, every breath becomes a blessing, and every day becomes a battlefield you intend to win. Clock's ticking, you will die. So live now. There is a funeral happening every single day. But it's not your body in the casket, it's your potential. Every time you say, tomorrow, a piece of you dies. Every time you let fear win, something inside you is buried. The book you didn't write, the business you didn't build, the conversation you avoided, the transformation you postponed, all of it, slowly lowered into the ground. While you scroll, you think death is dramatic. It's not. It's subtle. It's slow. It's invisible. Until one day you wake up and realize you stopped living a long time ago. You just didn't notice because you were too busy surviving, too busy pleasing, too busy pretending. Start treating your potential like a living thing, because it is. It has a heartbeat. It needs your attention. It needs your action. If you don't feed it, it dies, and you end up grieving a life you never lived. If that hit you, comment, "I'm done waiting." But here's the part that matters most. You're not dead yet. You still have time. The fuse is burning, yes, but the fire hasn't reached the end. You still have a shot to build the body, the mindset, the life you imagine, when no one's watching. But only if you stop wasting what you've got left. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for clarity. Start with one rep, one paragraph, one apology, one leap. You don't need a new life. You need a new decision. And you can make it today, right now. Before another dream dies in your hands, you've got time, but not forever. Use the fuse before it burns out. You will die, and that's a gift. It's a reminder. That time is not something you own. It's something you use. It forces you to stop pretending and start creating, to stop surviving and start living. Death is not your enemy. Mediocrity is. You were born with a fuse, so light it, burn bright, and don't die with your fire still inside you. Because when it's all over, no one will remember what you planned. They'll remember what you built. So build something death can't erase. You will die. So live now.